What's up, bro? Why you got the popcorn?
It's about to be a story.
It's about to be Joseph. Why do you have Harmony's blanket on? That's Cairo's actually.
It's mine when I was a little baby, bro.
No, it's not. That's literally, that's cap.
That's so cute.
That's so cap.
I actually kept stuff like that, but I didn't.
It's so cute, but it's so cap.
I never attach myself to anything, that's why.
You don't attach, oh, that what we're talking about, okay. You know what I'm saying?
Except his mama.
Said, yo.
I ain't got no dang sense.
Like, I ain't got no dang sense. How y'all doing, Pro Pack? What's going on? Because, bro, get out of my face. All right, listen, here's the thing, guys.
What's the same? Where is it?
Today we telling a story. That's a story that I'm not too proud of.
Okay.
Yeah. It's also a story that this one had to convince me to tell because she opened up and told her like most embarrassing or whatever.
Funny.
You know what I'm saying? So I figured, all right, you know what? I'll share. I'll share with the Pro-Packians. So today,
You are so handy.
We have a race?
It's not gonna stay like that for long, alright?
Mm-hmm. But that's why they got the popcorn. So sit back, relax,
No,
grab a
stand up.
snack.
Stand up.
No, sit down. You're gonna want to sit down.
Bro,
Trust
Stand
me.
up.
Stand up.
Boom, chicka, chicka, stand up. Boom, chicka, chicka, stand. Okay, I'm gonna tell the story now.
I'm gonna tell the story about the first time
you can
that
sit
I
back.
got blazed. First time that I got baked. The first time.
Baked.
Yeah.
Half baked.
Yeah.
Bake. I'm burnt. I don't know what I'm saying.
Are you good?
You gave me a burnt one. You're ugly. Oh my god. Okay, let's do it.
So we doing another story time. Pro Pack, strap in. Let's get it. Why are you laughing? Bro, oh my god. Tell the story.
Okay, go ahead. I'm done.
What? Yo!
I'm sorry, here.
Alright, you ready? Oh my god. Alright, Pro Pack, so here's the deal. What is so funny? I don't understand.
I love you.
Here's the thing, guys. This is something that I don't condone doing.
No.
Right? This is something that I'm not proud of. Isaiah, especially you, bro.
Yeah.
This is not for you. Alright? Look, partaking.
Follow in his footsteps.
Yeah.
In any manner. Go ahead.
Let's just say I may or may not have partaken in the devil's grass.
Oh,
Yeah.
not the devil's grass.
You feel me? I'm gonna tell my story. My mom is a big part of this story, so mom, I know you're watching this,
Love
and
you.
she can literally attest to this whole thing, how the whole thing happened. All right. First and foremost, the thing is, I don't smoke. I've never liked smoking, nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? I also have asthma. These are two very important things to understand. All right. These are two very extremely important things to understand to get this story, to make this story make sense. So once upon a time, I was living at home with mom, right? I was probably, I was out of high school and college, so I was probably around like 19 or 20, maybe even older. You get what I'm saying?
Alright, so you were an adult.
I was an adult. I was definitely an adult, young adult.
Okay, cool.
And the thing is I never really smoked. I never really liked getting high, nothing like that. But a friend of mine, well, actually a friend of a friend was like, yo, there's a lot of medicinal properties with weed, right? There's a lot of medicinal
What does
properties.
medicinal mean?
That means like it can help you if you have any sickness or ailment or disease. You
Like
know, it
asthma.
can. Like asthma.
Okay.
So,
Just helping the audience and helping the
I've always been wanting to cure my asthmas from like when I was really young.
You can
So
cure
I
asthma?
started thinking. I was like, yo, how does that work? Because I don't want to cough. Like if you're smoking, you're coughing. I don't think that works. That makes no sense. They were like, no. What you do is you make it into this like paste type of thing.
Oh, okay.
You boil it up, you double boil. I'm not gonna give you the recipe or whatever.
Whoa.
You know what I'm saying? But you might have to bake it, you might have to double boil it, and then you might have to do a few other steps that I'm not gonna say. But you get it into this little paste, and a lot of people were using this to cure cancer. I mean, literally, yeah, we had a friend that was doing it and had stage 3 cancer and literally cured himself by taking just a little rice grain, of this like little paste that you get. So I was like, yeah, why not? Like, that sounds great. I'm gonna make some. So I didn't ask, like, yo, do you get high? Like, I didn't ask if you got high.
You're just like, I want to heal myself.
Exactly. And oh, you don't smoke it, so you probably don't get high. Like I said, I've never, like, I was never in that world really. Like, I just, you know what I mean?
I had no idea.
Had no idea. So I followed the steps. I went step by step by step, and I made the recipe. I made it in the kitchen. All right.
How did you make it? Please just walk us through a little bit.
I'm not gonna tell you the recipe.
Okay, good.
Yeah, but I made it, and I made the paste, and I was like, all right. So they said to take like a little rice grain of this paste. And I was like, you know what? That's cool. I'm gonna do that. But I'm also 6'2". Maybe I should take a little bit more. So I took a rice grain and a half.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that's it. I took a rice grain, literally a rice grain and a half, right? And I took it. And then the next thing I know, the entire family walks in the kitchen. Like Nat, Cena, everybody walks into the kitchen. And as soon as I took it, I started feeling weird, but it wasn't too crazy. And I was like, you know what, I gotta pee. And this is how I knew I was out of my mind. I was like, but how can I go pee? Like, what should I do? You know, I'm literally thinking, what should I do?
How to go
I could have
to the
literally
bathroom.
just went to the bathroom. But I was like, you know what? I looked outside and I was like, oh, because we had a big like side yard. I was like, oh, I can go outside because that's not gonna be suspicious if I go outside to go pee. But if I go to the bathroom for some reason, that's gonna be mad suspicious. So I was like, hey guys, I'm gonna head outside. I'm gonna step outside for a little bit. So I go.
You have to announce it?
Yeah, I go outside and I literally go into the bushes at the side of our house and I start peeing, right? The thing is, as I'm peeing, I look over my shoulder and I decided like the best place to pee was like right in front of the window that I looked out when I was inside. So I could see my entire family at the counter and everything like that, and they didn't see me. And I'm like in the middle of an open yard. There's a little bush, but like I'm in the middle of an open yard and I'm like peeing. And at that moment I knew I was hot because I was like, I'm peeing in front of an open window and my whole family, my mom, my sisters, like everybody's literally there. Everybody's like, they could have literally just looked out the window and saw me. Yeah. So I was like, I need to hurry this up. I walk back inside, I go wash my hands, and I'm like, man, I'm acting really suspicious right now. I'm acting super suspicious. So I need to start doing something else that is normal. And I was washing my hands in the kitchen sink. So I was like, oh, I should start washing the dishes while I'm here.
Of course.
Right? Makes sense. So I start washing the dishes. And I remember thinking, I watched like 2 pots and I was like, man, this is tiring. I'm just gonna relax for a second. And I literally hang over the counter, over this,
2, not
over
10,
this.
2.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's exhausting.
And I literally hang over like the sink and I'm like this. And then my ex actually was there.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nice.
And she walks in, she was like, what are you doing? And I'm literally hanging over the sink and I pop up. Oh, I'm just washing the dishes. And I just bust out laughing. I just started laughing so hard. And she's looking at me like, what are you okay? I'm like, yeah, I'm just washing the dishes. Fast forward 20 minutes, I head into the bedroom. She's in there and I just can't stop laughing. And I'm like, yo, I don't know, I can't, like, what's wrong with me? And she's like, I don't know, what's wrong with you? And then she's looking at me, she's like, did you smoke? And I was like, no, I don't smoke. Like, I didn't smoke, I didn't do anything different. And she's like, oh my God, you did. And I can see it in your eyes. And I'm like, no, I didn't. And I start laughing. I'm like, wait, I took a rice grain. No, I took a rice grain of that stuff. And she's like, oh my God. But this whole time, I am out of my mind. Like, literally, it got so bad that like we were trying to watch TV and it was like so much information and it was just a regular movie. But it was too much. I was like, yo, shut that off. Shut it off. I can't watch this right now. It's doing too much to me. I felt like I was like trapped in my own body.
Overload.
It was overload. I was like, shut it off. And then she started getting worried a little bit. She's like, should I play music? I'm like, I don't know. I'm not about to go to sleep because I feel like I'm not gonna wake up. I'm just gonna sit here. She's like, should I play music? I said, you know what? Yeah, that might help. Man, she put on some regular like meditation music and even that was like too much. It was like, I was on like this sensitivity level just mentally that music and movies everything was too much. So I was like, bro, I feel like I'm not even breathing correctly. Like, I don't know what's going on. This is crazy. She was starting to get worried. So I started to get worried. Because if I'm worried, that's cool. But if I see someone else worried about me, then I'm like, dang, something might really be going down. So I remember literally trying to play it cool and be like, oh, okay, yeah, I'm cool, I'm chilling. And I told her, I was like, no, I'm good. I'm good. Like, this is wearing off. There was a couch at the far side of the room. She's like, oh, okay, Mom, you hear that? Everything's good. And I looked at the couch, it was empty. I swear to God on my life, I saw nobody on the couch. And she looks to the couch and says, yeah, Mom, everything's good. And then she said, right, Josh? And I looked at her, and I looked at the couch, and I was like, I was literally like,
oh my God.
And I looked at her again, and then she's like, all right, Mom, yeah, I'll go out there in a minute. I'll help you outside in the yard or whatever. And I look at her, and I'm just like,
Is she on the phone?
no, she was talking to
The person
on the couch that I literally couldn't see. I didn't even hear her voice respond to her. She wasn't on the phone, she was sitting right next to me on the bed. And then she was talking on the couch. And then I looked at her, and then like literally I didn't move a muscle for like 5 minutes. And then I just said, babe, I didn't see anybody on that couch. She was like, what? I was like, I didn't see Mom, bro. I didn't see Mom on that couch. Like, what's happening? I didn't see her. And then she busts out laughing and said, oh, I was just messing with you. There was nobody on the couch. When I say I was so mad,
Yo, me and your ex would go.
I almost broke up right there. I was so mad because first of all, she was worried about me before it even happened. Like, she was actually worried because I know she was. It was a genuine worry. So for her to mess with me like that with my guard down, it was messed up. So I started getting really upset, and I was laying back, and I got up, and I was like, you know what? Like, man, whatever. I can take this. Like, this ain't nothing. Like, you know, I'm Jamaican. Like, whatever. You feel me? I'm good.
Not the Jamaican card.
Yeah, I'm the Jamaican card. That's what I played.
Okay.
But in my stomach, there was like, I felt like a bubbling type of thing or whatever. And I'm like, what the heck? And she's like, babe, are you good? Like, why are you like fidgeting? And I'm sitting in the middle of the bed.
Yo, can you stop saying, babe, are you good?
Bro, I'm sorry.
He's not. Can you just say, Josh,
okay.
are you
She
good?
said, Josh, are you good?
Thanks.
And I was like, yeah, I'm good, but I don't know. There's just something, and I just like projectile vomit. Like, I'm talking about like in the scary movies where it's just a hose. Yo, that's a real thing. That's literally a real thing. I projectile vomited all over the place, all over myself, and all over the floor, all over the bed, everywhere. I threw up everything. And now I'm just sitting there like, yo, this isn't right. I know a lot of people that smoke. I know a lot of people that get high. I've never seen them throw up. There's something wrong. Like, there's really something wrong. And then I looked at her, and she got pale. She went pale in the face. Like, she went pale. She was like, bro, like, oh, no, I gotta. And I was like, no, don't tell Mom. Like, don't tell my mom. Like, do not tell her. You feel me? Do not tell her. And she was like, okay, but, you know, I'm not gonna scare her. Because here's the thing. One thing about my mom is if it has anything to do with her kids, all you have to do is say, like, oh, so Josh, and she's like, what happened? Oh my God. Like, she freaks out. And if she freaks out, I freak out. It's just like this endless chain of just going, like, you know, extreme, over the top. Yeah, going to the extreme. So I was telling her, I was like, do not tell my mom. She was like, look, I'm gonna say it in a way that is okay. And I'm like, nothing you can say is gonna make this okay, right? I was like, do not tell my mom. She's gonna freak out. Plus, she's gonna call the ambulance. And I'm not going to the hospital.
You can't make Josh
because one thing
go to
about
the
me is
hospital.
I hate the hospital. I hate it.
You can't make Josh go to no doctor, no nothing.
No. Like, literally, I just can't. I just won't. That's like, it's bad. So I was like, just stay here. She's like, I got to. Like, I have to. I don't feel comfortable. I don't think you might not even be safe. So she gets up, walks out the room. I stay in the bed. Mind you, there's at least like a gallon of throw up all over my arms, legs, all over the bed, everything. I hear it from the other room. She's like, Mom, everything's okay. My mom, what happened? And they're like, oh my God, here we go. Here we go. My mom's freaking out. And I hear her say, Josh, but Josh is like, you know, scared. He's actually like scared. I'm like, no, she's not supposed to know that. I'm like, all right, I have to act like I'm not scared. I have to act like I'm not scared.
I'm like,
so
okay.
in my mind, this is the best thing for me to do. I was like, all right, let's sit up and let's like, what's a normal pose? I was like, let me just sit up and pose like this. I felt like this was the most natural pose, my arm out, you know what I mean? Sitting like this. And literally my mom walks in and she sees I'm covered in throw up, but I'm just nodding my head. And I have throw up like dripping from my arms, everything. And I'm just like this.
Nice.
I'm like, oh, hey, mom.
Nice.
That was my reaction. That was how I was trying to be extremely just natural. I was like, it was the act natural. And what is natural? And she's like, hey, is everything okay? And I said, yep. Like, yeah, everything's good. She's like, do you need help? And I'm like, help?
Nah.
I'm like, no, like, I'm like, obviously, don't you see me? I'm like relaxed, I'm chilling. And she's like, well, you know, do you at least want to, you know, go like get in the shower? And immediately I'm like, she wants to get me out the room so she can call the ambulance. And she's gonna have them come. And I'm gonna look stupid because I'm just high, but I'm just like really high. Right? Oh, and mind you, before a lot of people say, oh, there was stuff in it. Like, no, there wasn't. There wasn't. Trust me. There was nothing. It was just all straight natural earth. Like, that's it. For sure. But I didn't eat, and the amount I consumed just upset my stomach, and I threw it all up. But anyway, I'm literally there like, she's trying to get me into the bathroom so that she can call the ambulance. I'm like, I'm gonna outsmart her. I was like, why, Mom?
Why?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah,
Oh,
why?
yeah, why?
Why you want me to go to the bathroom? Why you want me to take a shower, Mom? And she's like, because you have throw up all over you. And I said,
okay.
all right, yeah.
That's reasonable.
Yeah, I understand that. I was like, okay. It's like, yeah, but Mom, I'm good. Like, I'm good. All right? And she was like, okay, Josh, like, just go in the shower. And I start walking to the bathroom, out of my room to the bathroom. And as soon as I'm about to close the door, she's like, all right. And I'm like, she's acting fishy. I'm like, I got her. She's gonna call the ambulance. She's gonna make me go to the hospital and explain the situation. I was like, Mom, why don't you come in here?
A grown man.
I was like, Mom, why don't you come in here?
You're grown.
Yeah, I wasn't going to the hospital. I don't care how old I am. I ain't going to the hospital. I was like, Mom, why don't you come in here? She's like, you want me to come in the bathroom? I was like, yeah. Like, I thought I caught her. I was like, yeah, you ain't gonna be alone with your phone. You know what I mean? Like, nah, that's not gonna happen. And she was like, I didn't say the alone with your phone thing though. She comes in the bathroom and she sits on the toilet, and I'm just thinking to myself, like, you know, before I get in the shower, I turn the shower on, but before I get in, I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, all right, so how do I make sure that, like, while I'm in the shower, I know she's not on the phone at the same time? Like, and you know, I'm taking my clothes off and everything. And then all of a sudden, my mom's like, Josh, do you want to get in the shower? And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get in the shower. She's like, well, and she's not looking at me. And she's sitting on the toilet, and I'm standing like right in front of her. And she's like,
Yo, let me explain to you how small this bathroom is.
she's
though.
like, Josh, you should probably get in the shower. You're naked. And I was like, no, I'm getting in the shower. Like, I had to act like everything was all good. That was so embarrassing. It was literally the worst. Like, it was the worst thing. The worst thing I can remember in terms of just how awkward I felt in front of my mom. I felt so awkward, but I had to play it off. I literally had to act like I was just chilling. So I went like this, but I was like, yeah, I'm
about to get in the shower.
like, yeah, like, this is just normal stuff. Like, I'm your son. But I was, come on. I was actually very, very, very embarrassed. So I go into the shower and I close the shower curtain. Now I'm taking the shower. She's like, how's the water feel? I'm like, good.
Good. That's
Yeah,
weird.
the water feels
Weird.
good. And I'm taking the shower. She's like, are you feeling dizzy? I'm like, no, I'm not feeling dizzy. She's like, does your head hurt? I'm like, no, my head doesn't hurt. She's like, how long ago did you smoke? I was like, Mom, I didn't smoke. What are you talking about? Who said I smoked? What's going on? Why are you asking me? And then I started thinking, I'm like, she's on the phone with the ambulance and they're asking her all these questions to know what my symptoms are. The ambulance is probably rushing on its way here right now. And she's trying to play cool. Nah, I'm about to, and I grab the curtain and I swing it back and I look and she's not on the phone.
Okay. Nice.
And she's like, hi. And I'm like,
I'm watching you.
I know her. I know your tricks. So, taking a shower again. Another minute or two goes by, and she's like, so how much did you say you took? Like, I don't know. Maybe it was like a rice grain. She was like, oh, okay. Was that the first time you threw up? She starts asking more questions. And I'm like, I swear to God, if she asked me one more question, I'm gonna catch her. She was like, do you know if, and I grab the curtain, and I swing it all the way, and I just stare at her. And I'm like,
Okay. Can you imagine being your mom though?
and then
And not being high? Imagine you swinging.
and I'm just looking, and I'm like,
Would you?
and then as I'm looking at her, I look down, I notice I'm naked. And then I'm like, oh, this probably is really weird for her. Because it's not normal that someone just swings a curtain like that, I don't think. So I need to play this off. And I'm looking directly in her eyes and she's looking at me. And I just go like this. Like, I'm like, oh, maybe I'm just looking for something. And I literally just start looking around the room. And then I just nod my head like I found whatever thing I was looking for.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I was looking for wondering what type of toothpaste I had or something. And I close it back.
You didn't even grab anything?
No, I didn't even grab nothing. Like, I literally just stare at my mom. She's
Okay.
sitting on the toilet across from me. And then I just like,
Yeah. Okay.
Found it.
so I close the curtain. She's over there like, you know, she starts asking more questions. At this point, starting to figure out, I'm like, you know what? Maybe she's not trying to hide anything. She's just concerned and wants to know things. So, long story short, I end up getting out the shower. Shout out to my sisters, by the way, who, as I was getting out the shower with the towel fully on, all right? But I saw cleaning up my bed, they're cleaning up the floor, all that stuff in the room.
Shout out Nat and
Shout out to
Cena.
Nat and Cena.
Aw.
And my ex did it too, so shout out to her too. Yeah, well, she did. I gotta give her props. She did.
Nice.
And yeah, my mom said go to sleep. I said okay. I went to the bedroom. I laid down. I was extremely dizzy, but I acted like I was sleeping, and I wasn't until I actually fell asleep.
Nice.
And that was pretty much
That
it.
happens as a child too. Like, I'm just gonna pretend I'm sleeping, and then all of a sudden
Yeah,
it's the next.
No, the
morning.
reason I was pretending is because I was listening out for the ambulance.
Yeah, no, I get it.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's pretty much it. I really didn't wake up for like over a day. I was literally sleeping, and my mom kept checking, "Are you good? Are you good?" I'm like, "Yeah." And I just falling asleep. You know, when you wake up, you have no idea if it's like day, night, morning.
Right.
Yeah, that's how it was. But yeah, that's my story. Like, looking back on it, it was definitely a mixture of I've never smoked before, like not even once. So my body was not used to any type of like feeling high, I guess. On top of the fact that what I did was took like, let's just say an absurd amount and then condensed it into a little paste, which was extremely potent. And then I consumed that. And if anybody knows about edibles, which you shouldn't know, you know.
I know.
My sister definitely knows because she has a story time, which is crazy. Then edibles are not it. If you're not already at a certain level in tolerance, edibles are crazy. So that's what happened. It's kind of embarrassing, but you know, it is what it is.
You live and learn.
Yeah, we live and learn.
We live and learn.
And since then, like, yeah, I'm not ever.
No, we're not trying none of that.
No. So I don't recommend it pro pack. You know what I'm saying? Isaiah, obviously, I don't. Where are you looking? Isaiah's right here.
I saw
Isaiah's
it.
right
I
here.
saw it.
Isaiah's not over there.
I saw something. Sorry.
Yeah.
I saw something.
Well, we don't recommend doing any of that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, but gotta be honest. You don't gotta share the story. You live and you learn. What?
That was great.
But if you guys want to hear more story times, you know, more embarrassing, extremely embarrassing
All of
stories,
us, yeah.
just let us know in the comments because, you know, I'm cool. I ain't got nothing to hide, you know what I'm saying?
Same.
You already know what time it is. Gang, pro pack. We out. We love you.